Hey there, cat lovers. Today we're diving into a super important topic: the common foods in your home that could be dangerous for your furry friends. You won't believe some of these. Let's keep our feline friends safe, sound, and purring. Let's talk about some foods that you might not realize are actually dangerous for your cat. Okay, first up, we've got chocolate. We all know it's a delicious treat, but for cats, not so much. You see, chocolate contains this thing called theobromine. Now, theobromine is perfectly fine for us humans. We can indulge in a chocolate bar and go about our day. But for cats, theobromine is a big no-no. It's toxic to them. Even a small amount of chocolate can cause some pretty serious health issues for your furry friend. We're talking vomiting, diarrhea, increased thirst and urination, panting, restlessness. None of the fun stuff. And in severe cases, chocolate poisoning can even lead to seizures, heart problems, and even death. Yikes. So, next time you're reaching for that chocolate bar, make sure it's safely out of your kitty's reach. Trust me, a little bit of chocolate is not worth risking your cat's health. Let's keep the chocolate to ourselves and give our feline friends some catnip instead. They'll thank us for it. Next up, we're talking about onions and garlic. I know. They're staples in so many delicious dishes. From pasta sauces to stir fries, onions and garlic add that irresistible flavor we all love. But for our feline friends, they can be a recipe for disaster. What might be a culinary delight for us can be quite dangerous for them. Onions and garlic contain compounds that can damage a cat's red blood cells. These compounds, known as thiosulfates, are toxic to cats. And when those red blood cells get damaged, it can lead to a condition called anemia. Anemia is when the body doesn't have enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen to its tissues. Now, anemia might not sound like a big deal, but it can actually be quite serious. It can cause a range of symptoms that can severely affect your cat's health. See, red blood cells are responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. They are like little oxygen delivery trucks, ensuring every part of the body gets the oxygen it needs to function properly. And when there aren't enough healthy red blood cells to do the job, well, things can go south pretty quickly. Your cat might become very weak and tired. Cats suffering from anemia might seem weak and lethargic. They might not want to play or move around much. They might lose their appetite or have pale gums. Pale gums are a sign that there isn't enough oxygen being delivered to the tissues. And in severe cases, anemia can even be life-threatening. Immediate veterinary care is crucial in such situations. So, how much onion or garlic is too much for a cat? Even a small amount can be harmful. It's not just about the quantity, but also the frequency of ingestion. Honestly, it's best to err on the side of caution and avoid giving them any at all. Prevention is always better than cure. Even small amounts can be harmful, especially if they're ingested regularly. It's important to be vigilant about what your cat has access to. So, next time you're whipping up a delicious meal, keep your cat away from those onions and garlic. Make sure they don't accidentally get into your food. Trust me, their little bodies will thank you for it. Keeping them safe from these toxic foods will ensure they stay happy and healthy. All right, let's talk about grapes and raisins. They seem so innocent, right? Just little bite-sized snacks. But for cats, they can be incredibly dangerous. We're not entirely sure why, but grapes and raisins can cause sudden kidney failure in cats. And the scary part is, it doesn't take much to do some serious damage. Even just 1 or 2 grapes or raisins can be toxic to a cat, especially smaller cats or kittens. And the symptoms of grape or raisin toxicity can be pretty vague at first. Your cat might start vomiting or having diarrhea. They might seem lethargic or lose their appetite. But as the kidney damage progresses, things can get much worse. They might become dehydrated, have increased thirst and urination, or even stop urinating altogether. And sadly, if the kidney damage is severe enough, it can be fatal. So, Yeah, grapes and raisins are definitely not worth the risk. Keep those snacks safely out of your cat's reach. And if you suspect your cat has ingested any, contact your veterinarian immediately. It's always a good idea to educate yourself about other foods that might be harmful to your feline friend. Besides grapes and raisins, there are other common foods that can pose serious health risks to cats, such as chocolate, onions, and garlic. Make sure to store all potentially dangerous foods out of your cat's reach, and opt for safe, cat-friendly treats instead. Regular checkups with your veterinarian can help catch any health issues early and keep your cat safe and healthy. By being vigilant and informed, you can ensure your cat lives a long, happy, and healthy life. This one might seem obvious, but it's worth repeating. Alcohol is a big no-no for cats. It's not just about them not liking the taste or smell. I mean, we all know that alcohol can impair judgment and lead to some questionable decisions. And it's no different for our feline friends. But for cats, the consequences are far more severe. But here's the thing. Alcohol is much more dangerous for cats than it is for humans. Their bodies are not equipped to handle it. Their little bodies just can't metabolize alcohol effectively. Unlike humans, cats lack the necessary enzymes to break down alcohol. Even a small amount of alcohol can cause serious liver and brain damage in cats. Symptoms can include vomiting, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, and even seizures. And in some cases, it can even be fatal. The risk is simply not worth it. So, how do cats even end up ingesting alcohol in the first place? You might be surprised at how easily it can happen. Well, it can happen more easily than you might think. Cats are naturally curious creatures and will investigate anything that catches their interest. Maybe they lick up a spilled drink or get into a glass that wasn't properly rinsed. Even a small amount left in a glass can be dangerous. Or maybe they stumble upon some fermented fruit or dough that's been left out. Fermented foods can produce alcohol naturally, posing a hidden risk. So, to be on the safe side, it's best to keep all alcoholic beverages out of your cat's reach. Store them in cabinets or places your cat can't access. And if you do happen to spill something, clean it up immediately and make sure your cat doesn't have access to the area. Prevention is key to keeping your furry friend safe. Remember, a happy and healthy cat is one that stays far away from alcohol. Keep your home safe, and your feline friend will thank you. Last but not least, let's talk about caffeine. I know, most of us can't function without our morning cup of coffee or tea. But for cats, caffeine is a stimulant that can have some pretty unpleasant side effects. You see, cats are much more sensitive to caffeine than humans are. Even a small amount can cause rapid breathing, heart palpitations, and muscle tremors. They might become restless, agitated, or even have difficulty walking. And in severe cases, caffeine poisoning can lead to seizures, coma, and even death. So yeah, it's best to keep your coffee, tea, energy drinks, and any other caffeinated beverages far away from your furry friend. And that includes those tempting little coffee beans and tea bags. Remember, cats are curious creatures. They love to explore and investigate new smells and tastes. So, don't leave your caffeine unattended, and if you suspect your cat has ingested any, contact your veterinarian immediately. And there you have it. The 5 most common foods that are dangerous for your cats. Make sure to keep these foods out of your cat's reach and share this video with other cat owners to spread awareness. Remember, our feline friends rely on us to keep them safe and healthy every single day. By being aware of the common foods that can be dangerous for cats, we can help them live their best, happiest, and most perfect lives. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more pet safety tips and updates.